said, we had to bring this up. It is not going to change the fact that Onpassive is producing and had produced some of the finest technologies. That was our promise in 2018. And we will only bring you the finest technologies, the finest products and services that finally we are witnessing a new, transparent, clean company to serve the public. Onpassive has taken a great role in that. We are committed to be human and behave in a very humane way to our customers and humanity in general. For everything we do, it is not easy. I never said it's easy from the beginning, but I have to tell you, I always said only God can stop Onpassive. No one is yet born to have the ability to stop Onpassive. All right? Only God. And no man and no woman are born yet to stop Onpassive, because it is for the people, it is because of people, and it's the only good hope that we have. On the other side, most of people are just in it for their pockets or some fame or lame popularity at any cost. I don't care about that. I'm going to remain loyal and bold. I'm going to do it or die. We're just about to roll out life-changing products. That is not going to change. And we are not going to get into the nonsense and the disappointing allegations and very, I would say pathetic. Sorry to say that word. But that's not going to change the fact. We've been working under the sun. Not 3 people, not 3,000, not 300 people. Millions of people know who we are, what we do, and we're not ashamed of it. We are so proud of what we do, and we will continue doing it. We're not slowing down. Business is as usual. You probably see something because it's now turning under the light. To you, probably something new. Just want you to relax, because to us, this has been going on, and other things and other people, that is a part of the game. When you're someone, when you're going against the flow, when you're really doing something clean, is going to shake up all the corruption. And I would say again, Onpassive is the only correction to the corruption. I'm told not to give so much details on that. Why? Because we have an amazing legal team. Couldn't ask for a better team. So strong, so powerful, experienced, and they're so passionate about defending you, defending Onpassive, and they will settle this one way or another, and we will continue our vision, our dreams. That's not going to be changed. My request to you, not to be bothered. That is a part of our process. We've been dealing with it, and we will continue dealing with that. They just decided, I don't know, oddly to bring that to the light when that is so disappointing. So let that go. I ask you not to give that a lot of attention. Not specifically what happened today, but most people who are against Onpassive for a reason, or some reasons. Some of the reasons is because Onpassive is exposing them, whether they're businesses or companies. Some of them are former founders or founding members. They misbehave, we let them go. Some of them are former employees. They obviously conspired for unethical plots, and we let them go. What do you think their full-time job now? Nobody would hire a crook, okay, or some of them. So we remain committed to our ethics, and we are truthful to the followers and to the users. We never will never not just in the past, will never, ever, ever, ever harm anyone as Onpassive. It's very pathetic to think Onpassive is after the money or doing anything that is not, good for humanity with the money. So because of that, I think you should always follow your brain intelligence and your judgment. You should have your own sense and common sense and evaluation to anything. And if you trust the company and our work, you know the level of our technologies and our process. So eventually that will overflow all these chatters here and there. It's a part of the game. I tell you, there's no way you can avoid that. When you're someone, it's going to happen. And the darkest moment at night or in the night is that moment just before the dawn rise or before the sun comes up. So it is normal. It is natural. A lot of people, we understand, they are just not comfortable with what we're doing. You could guess the reasons. And that's not going to change the fact that we are the only hope and the only good value to our users and to the market. So for you, you have a choice to listen to some distraction here and there, which has been going on, and I don't think it should shock you. Or you have a choice to follow your logic, your common sense, your heart, and what makes sense, and who is really working hard for you, not for their pocket, or to manipulate you in your opinion and get your publicity. After you choose and be clear, don't play on two lines, okay? Just be affirmative and be clear. If you choose to be with Onpassive and win and go to the top with us, then please do not give an ear to the losers. Okay, I'm not saying a specific name, so take this is a public statement. So don't listen. There are a lot of losers. They have nothing. They didn't give you a solution, and they're just chatting. And we've kicked them out of Onpassive. Some of them we know, they're just unethical. They're not a good fit for Onpassive. We let them go. So this is something they would wish and hope that will be the end of it. In fact, it's just an old thing. It's been going on, not going to affect us. So you got a choice to listen to whiners who never win, negative people, or to the winners who would always win and never whine. I'm ready to answer any question about products, anything. Feel free. I'm not suppressing in any way a specific topic. If you have any concern or all of that, I chose this to be public. They thought they're just going to catch up before our imminent release of some disruptive technologies. One of them is Connect, and I said you're not limited to any topic, whether it's other products or you want to talk about anything. But I have one request. After today, please don't mention this because we don't have the time for that. We got legal team to do their work. They get paid. They have enough information. They know the fact. They're passionate about what we do. They're believers, and this is all what matters. So you choose which direction. But if you're with us, I want you to be with your full heart, because we don't have time for swingers or doubters or cheaters. So please be bold, like Onpassive from the beginning, and I'm here to do it or die. And I'm not seeing this as a challenge. This is just a part of the game. So it's another day in our work, probably a different day, because you got to know this. To us, it's kind of old news. Okay? So, would you like to ask any question about this or different topics? The choice is yours, and everybody's welcome. Anybody, even the haters. If you have something, come and talk to us. It's okay. We're going to expose you, but if you're real, you come and talk to us.
right, Robin Noble's got her hand up. Robin, go ahead.
Hello, everybody. It's so nice to be with all of you this evening. Ash, thank you so much for addressing this. I think the founders are even more proud of you. I think they're even more proud of Onpassive and what we represent to the world. I know that I'm standing with you strong, and I thank you for everything that you've done. My question for you is, please, the other night you were bursting with pride. We could see it, we could hear it when you were talking to us about OConnect. Please tell us what is your favorite piece or part of the new OConnect that will be coming out very shortly.
I appreciate the question, and I love it. Thank you so much, Robin, and thank you for being who we all know who you are. To be limited to one thing. The one thing I love about OConnect, that is OConnect, which should define that it has many unique things and beautiful things. So I apologize not having one technical item on the list to compare that logistically, what could it be? But I do love the quality of our thank you, appreciate it. This is my wife. She got me a cup of tea. Failure is not an option. And thank you. Bingo. So we believe the quality of the high resolution of the video is unmatched. The quality of the audio, the many unique, joyful features that we have, it just makes it a part of us. We always wanted that sense, but we didn't because we're not the makers. When we got the opportunity to be the makers, we said, oh yeah, we wish that. So it's a complete package. I feel comfortable. I feel fulfilled within the scope of the features in it. I love the quality, and to me, to give that cut or a reasonable cost to this massive value, that is also disruptive. And two unique features are coming out with the first release, which is the noise cancellation. That's something refreshing, very convenient. You're going to find it useful. And speech to text, which you can talk and we can have that text for us. It's 100% AI technologies. I don't think anybody ever achieved that level of accuracy, speed, and reliability. So this is really the finest web conferencing and video conferencing platform I've ever seen. I wouldn't be ever expecting anything to top it in the near future, because we still have more in our tank to add to it, and I couldn't even tell you how passionate we feel that we decided to share the revenue with the market, with our users. Not only they can save and they can earn enough by reselling if they choose to this product, it will be paid for with the unlimited capacity and so many other powerful features. But add to it, they can also gain very, I would say, reliable revenue that has the power to change their lifestyle, and it's unlimited. That is never going to change. I'm passionate about all. So in a nutshell, that's a description of OConnect. Now, so what is the only thing I'm excited about it? It's OConnect. So it's everything together, and don't forget that it's a single sign-on. You get everything in the ecosystem as a one-stop shop to your digital life, and that's why we say Onpassive is the future of the internet. It's a done deal, and nothing is going to slow it down. And for us, we're more excited about what you don't even know. we chose not to share everything and not to open our code by design, and because of the part that you know and what I just listed to you, and the part you don't know, I can't believe anything will be out there that will be even an option. There's no option to me other than OConnect. So I love it as a whole. I don't like just one thing about it. I love everything about it.
It's a beautiful answer. Thank you so much, Ash.
That's what I do, Robin. I thought, a beautiful question from a beautiful lady gotta have a beautiful answer.
You know what? Listen, I think at first I thought maybe your wife brought you some espresso, but I think she brought you a shot of Onpassive. That's what I think.
You are. Oh, I'm perfect.
Well, thank you for coming on tonight. And I was never worried about a thing. And like I say, it's caca and back to business. So I do have a couple questions about OConnect. Not sure if you can answer them publicly or not, but I'm just going to throw them out there anyway.
Yeah.
In the first release that's coming really imminent soon, will we have the feature of creating our own resound and loading up any background? Maybe this has been discussed before and I missed it, but the resound, the background, and the live stream on YouTube.
So remember, Robin, what I said about the quality of the sound and the audio and the video, that's unmatched. But also, there is a part that I kind of helped myself and brought myself back because I didn't want to make it a lengthy answer to you. But now that Susie has mentioned it, there are a couple other components. I believe they are unbelievably dominant and jaw-dropping, which is the quality of when you have a virtual background. So we nailed that part. It was a challenge because we had options and what's available in the market. Okay, either it's going to flicker, that's the challenge with it, or going to have a lot of dependency on your internet connection, the strength of your signal. Okay, so for those reasons, we searched the market to see what's the best out there that we can include it, and it wasn't available. We got to try. We purchased a few technologies, whether it's a plugin or something, to add it to that background. It's not a new thing, okay? So we thought, like, we start with it, and later we, because we don't want to hold up that feature, we didn't want to, disable it and go without it. We said, no problem, we'll include it from what's available in the market with the, the best possible quality, and then go. And we reviewed and tried and integrated one after another, and all of them were just not to our standards. Some of them are acceptable, but still we thought there could be better. And the only answer to that was our AI/ML team. We said we have no choice but to stay on it and come up with the best. And they were very committed and determined, so they came up with the best virtual background option. Now you're going to have so many, okay? You're going to have so many themes that is added to the first release. You'll be able to add your own virtual background at the same time, any image, any poster, obviously, but with a very, very impressive quality, okay, and stability. On the other hand, there might be more sounds that you think for the resound that we will start with it. The other component is done, but there is a part of customer experience. We didn't want to load so many things, so by design we held more features a week later, 2 weeks later. By design, there's a flow to do that. But the virtual background, I believe it will be the first release. The second release doesn't mean in a year or a few months. It could be the next week, the following week, something like that. So consider it's done. I gave you a detailed answer because I took the opportunity to clarify the quality of the virtual background, which is unbelievable. Needless to say, the resound, it doesn't exist in any platform, so that's completely unseen.
The bonus, yes. Well,
but
thank
you're gonna love the new themes, like the entire theme for what we have. We've added a bunch more, okay, plus the ones you've seen in the first release, okay, or the testing release. But I think you are really going to be addicted, okay? You will be addicted to OConnect. It's this flawless, reliable, and all of that. Please go ahead, Susie. One more thing you want to say?
Yeah, thank you very much. That answered it. You kind of answered my other question, which was, we all know that you have told us time after time that once the product's released, there will be features that will be released consistently going forward. So I understand more things to come. So will the option to go to YouTube be in the
this is the very next release. Yes, absolutely.
Release.
So you're gonna have. I think Mr. DeGarmo can tell you how much we pay, for example, to be able to connect Zoom to live stream on other channels. And we at first we did it in Connect Me, the initial OConnect version, and then we changed that to OConnect. So we did it, okay, but then we paused on that, thinking that we shouldn't allow people to watch publicly. If they want to watch their speaker or the presenter, they need to come to the back office or have a free ecosystem account, so that will grow their customer base and their database. And then from there, they choose how they communicate with their audience due to the multiple tools we offer. However, the recent experiences, we thought we should give the option, at least as one of the phases in the initial phases, to give the user and the customer, give them the option. They have the approach to only allow people within their ecosystem, users, database, or their contacts, or they can post a link publicly for others to watch it. That's option 2. Option 3, to live stream from OConnect out to YouTube, or potentially in the future other live stream or video stream videos. So this is we've brought it back to the, say from the back burner to the front burner now. I would expect it in just a short time. I cannot say the time. I mean, we're hopeful that the next release or so, which is really not long, that we will have the ability to add, while you're live, you decide you want to add a channel, you add it. But you decide to add a second channel, click add more, 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 and that is not going to add a dime to your billing. Okay, so this is another complete service like Ustream, or what is it? Ustream, I believe, right?
Restream.
Restream, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I paid for it. Okay, I don't know. So Restream, basically, I think it's like $300 for up to 20 channels. That's the maximum package.
Absolutely, yep. And that's the max.
So let's say we give you the ability to have 25 channels, okay? Plus, I mean, we're not going to limit it, but hypothetically, this is a $300 value easily added to you, but the convenience is better. And I discussed with the team to hold on those channels unless you want to change that. So they're going to be stored in your account. So if you decide to do the same like in the future, okay, you don't have to re-input them. They're connected. You just push, they're live. Then you can add, hide, channel by channel. You just want to do it on one channel conveniently. Anything we do is going to be user-friendly. And the saying, how you do anything is how you do everything. So that is coming soon, Susie, the conclusion. And you know what we nailed? I'm going to throw that as a bonus. I love to overgive, which is the presentation. So here's the thing. Now, you don't need to leave the platform to show like your desktop and show a file or whatever, right? Okay, you stay there, you upload a file, right? That file can be, you're gonna love it. It's so graphical in a friendly way. Are you taking notes, Robin? More reasons why I love it. All of that, all of the above, not one of them. So this new thing about the presentation, that we nailed it. It was, some, I would say, it's a good exercise. No one say a challenge. I don't believe in challenges. Okay, it's a good exercise for us until we perfected it the way I wanted it, which is not to only upload a PDF or PowerPoint. It's not limited. You can upload an image. You can upload an Excel sheet. How convenient is that for you in your business to upload a spreadsheet, Word document, any file of any format, and have the ability to annotate on it, to doodle on it, have a discussion, interactive discussion. That is already done. That should be coming to the first release of Connect. Perfected the presentation. So you don't need to go to your desktop or machine or device. You can upload it and keep it there next time. Anything that you're doing, you'll be able to just pop it up there. And another unique thing, okay, you're able to, the attendees or your audience are able to download the current page, whatever you're showing. So there is a screen capture and there's just a capture of that specific page. The system will understand that you just want that part, you don't want the whole screen to be captured. And then you have an opportunity to make it downloadable to the entire group. So you're having a class of example, like 5,000 people right now. Unbelievable. Okay, just on this session. And so the 5,000 will be able to click and they download it. You don't have to send it over mail or something. This is already included in the first release. So it's not just a web conference. There's love in it. There's more and more and more. And since, the two ladies asked about Connect, I'm going to even top it off, okay? So we got the presentation, okay, which is unmatched. But you also asked about the YouTube. Okay, I'm going to also share one more thing. So we have, don't ask me it's the first one, the second one, because there's not really a big gap between the two, okay? It's all good. Whatever, comes up. You got plenty the first meal, and then we add appetizers or, dessert and all of that. And I'm still going to be passionate about my food all the time, okay? So what happened is, okay, you know how you can share YouTube in the current edition that you have? So now you'll be able to upload the raw video, MP4, okay? So that's another format. And we've added another video stream, Vimeo, you know it? Okay, so any link, okay, you'll be able to do it. And 2 days ago, yes, Thursday, we've tested it at 12K. I've heard of 1K, 4K, 8K technologies, but we've tested a video that was 12K. It will exceed the quality of anything you've seen in your life. Unmatched. But what most of you are ignoring the fact that we also have the Connect hardware components, with just not the cherry on the top. It's another cake and layer, like a wedding cake, like 17 layers, if you wish. Unstoppable. So we have the hardware still coming up in the pipeline. Again, we insisted, we're stubborn about the rollout. Like, we know we have some products are parked just so we can roll out Connect and make a bang. Why? Because how you do one thing or anything is how you do everything. And we want you to have the sense, this is how Onpassive does it, and this is how we do it. So that is also added, and you're going to have that in the first release. That is tested. All right, Susie. So you also can stream any form of a video. Now, the following one, okay, beside, the YouTube live stream, the player option. So you have that option where people can drag forward, it's like they're watching a recorded video. And there is Daryl Cook. There is something, for example, you're going to love. Okay. Or any tutor for that matter, which is the playback aspect as a class. So I have done a webinar and you said, man, this is perfect. How can it get any better? Or it's a class, let's say Physics 101, I don't know, whatever class is, okay? And you have that class. It's not going to change, you have another class tomorrow or next month or whatever. You don't need to redo it. It's the same. But you have the option to override it. So you click play. Within the video frame, you click play. Now you're replaying a class or a presentation or a previous webinar, whatever it is. So you play that, you can pause and talk over it, okay? Or comment over it, audio or text, okay? And integrate other forms of it, okay? Like the whiteboard. You follow me? Okay, the whiteboard, you could actually add an image to it. You could add, your own pencil or marker. It's beautiful. And you can save it. So you have a whiteboard, you doodle something, you sketch something. Man, it came out, it makes sense. So how do you take a screenshot? You click save, there's one icon, save, that's it. It will store it in your folder on your hard drive, my download. And it's there next time. So, this is what I was trying to explain to Gene, and, let's take a look at it, so go back to it. Next time I can bring it up to my students, okay? Same thing, same doodles. I've done it 3 years ago. I bring it back, okay? I say, this is what we've discussed, or this is what they, drew for me or something. This is time efficiency. This is to be in the driver's seat all the time, like in charge of where you have technology serve you. So leverage your time to be more lucrative in every aspect. I think this is going to change the educational process, the presentations and business and marketing, all the departments, orientation. You have your onboarding. We're staffing our Onpassive all the time. So people come in, or we're having a virtual interview or something, orientation for them. Okay. Now within Connect, I'll be able to play back something, step in when I need, or pause. I don't have to do the same thing over and over. Okay. And you can definitely customize that how you want. I'm going to mention something else. You have the option to, there is a host and there's co-host, and speakers and attendees, 4 different types of people involved, okay, or players involved in the Connect session. The host and co-host, when they change the view, we have 4 views, okay? When we change the view, it changes that for everybody. So it's confusing right now. Everybody has a different device. and you click gallery, but where did Jean go? Lystra got lost the other day. We're looking for her. She's looking for herself, right? You recall that? And then, we lose focus on the substance of the meeting. So in OConnect, the host and co-host can click and override the view for everybody. But you also, as an attendee, you have the option to change it. The host changes that again. Okay? The host changes that again. It will change again. There you have to undo it. So you will need to know how to change the view. There's a gallery view. There's a side view, which basically the speaker's on the side, and one in the middle. All right? One speaker in the middle, in the center, spotlight, and everybody else on the side, on the panel. You follow me? Okay. And the third view, which is just the speaker. So we only see the speaker, we're not distracted by our videos. And the other one, I think we should consider renaming that. Maybe you can come up with a better name because you're, geniuses, which is, we call it no view, okay? I don't think it's meaningful, but the idea of that is only the content is what was displayed, and that overrides everybody. Basically, a big screen, full screen on any device. I'm showing a whiteboard. I'm showing a video. You know how, like in the video, or when you take off on an airplane, when you travel, you have to mute your devices. I don't think it's a big deal anymore. Okay, so that is a part of just like focus on the safety, the security. So the host or co-host chooses to just focus on the video, make no view. Then nobody else is going to be shown on the screen. No content, nothing. Everything is kind of like it is expanded, just full view. And you cannot override that until they move back to another view. I thought that is more efficient, focus, being more effective in your presentation. You see why? So many reasons to be excited about OConnect.
Wow.
Susie and everyone, yeah.
Wow.
Definitely there's more. And this is now. This is done now.
Wow. Well, once again, you over-delivered, Ash. Over-delivered. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you for answering those questions. I'll let someone else go.
Yeah, that's it, folks. We'll see y'all tomorrow. That was enough for me to.
I mean, look at that. Like, you know me, but I just get passionate when we're talking about what we're doing, and we take so much pride in our process. I love it.
Absolutely. Susie, great question. Ash, thanks for all the bonus answers. Amazing. Now, this next guy, not only do I have good-looking sisters, I have very handsome brothers, and they say that this next guy I am going to introduce looks just like me if I only had glasses. So now you can see me and Michael look exactly the same. Michael, unmute yourself, my brother.
Indeed, my brother from another mother. All right. Thank you so much, Chris. I've said it many times that I am 100% Onpassive, and that has not changed, and that will never change. So, everyone knows where I stand. My family is with me, a whole host of others. Onpassive is the only business that gives us, all of us, the world for that matter, a fighting chance. So we're moving forward, business as usual. I'm 100% with that. Now, we know, Ash, that OConnect is going to be the most impressive, webinar system platform out there in the market ever seen. Right? We know that OConnect is going to
is already, yeah.
Right? It's the cornerstone of Onpassive, and it's setting the standard, for business, right? So we know that. We know that students at any level, they're going to enjoy their experience with OConnect. We know it's going to be the lowest price out there of anything that's on the market, right? So we know
only one pays you back.
Yeah. So my question though, right? We know all of that, and I was going to ask you, what is one new feature, that you are excited about, but that's out the door. You already gave that answer multiple times over. So my second question then is going to be with regards to the free products that we have, OMail, OTrim, ONet. Are we going to get a revision of those before we have OTracker as the product coming out after OConnect, or will it be the other way around?
Well, very, very interactive topic that we have all the time on our side as a corporate. We discuss like what would make sense, the order and the arrangement of our rollout, and what is very obvious that obviously OConnect as paid product has to be the first one. Perhaps we have other products are just ready to roll out after this, but we have different opinions, and the most popular one on the company side that after OConnect, whatever is ready, let it go. Whatever, fire it up. Yeah, just anything that is ready. So whether even a partial thing that is ready, so let's say OMail, we don't need to revamp it like and just wait a month, for example, to have a new OMail, okay? Rather, whatever work is done today, it's live, it's pushed live, without you, seamlessly. So there could be multiple things are going on at the same time. That's why we always mention that it's going to be hard to catch up, because you have to be engaged. But we try to tell you, like our communication department would try to tell you, we just released this or something like that. But it's just rather going to be many things at the same time so quickly.
All right, here you have it, folks.
Very good question, Mike.
Yeah, very good question. Yeah. So the time, and I think once you have that, because it's like kind of like holding everything behind it. Once we unleash it, it's a wild ride. Yes, for sure. Thank you for the question.
Okay, looking forward to it. Thank you.
Yeah, excellent, Michael. Very good question. Now, next guy, I love him like a brother. He's the one responsible for getting my crazy big mouth in this company. I'm so grateful, and I will always be thankful to him. Even though he's moving to Arizona, he will always be a Michigander. Mr. Peter Shore, please unmute yourself.
Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it. Brother Ash, I hope you and your family are doing well. I want you to know personally, in front of over 5,000 people, that I'm 1,000% behind you and with Onpassive. I would never filter away and change my mind about that. I'm 1,000% Onpassive. Suggestion for the what you mentioned today, you mentioned a lot of stuff. I had a few questions, but you answered them all, plus some. The no view, you can name it maybe possibly presentation view.
Yeah.
There would be nobody there. The testing that you did for the 12K, is that with or without the hardware for OConnect?
Without the hardware.
Without the hardware, wow.
On our devices, but you could see. So my device, for example, is not a 12K, but we brought a content that's 12K. You're gonna feel the difference. It is not. I didn't see 12K on my device. None of us. 4K up to 4K, but you see, it's like there's an extra. There's a booster resolution. Okay, so that only you can see in OConnect. Brother Peter and everyone, there's also that signal strength. So we decided to include that. Actually, there's a bar, just like your cell phone. So it's right there, top right corner. It is displaying the strength of your signal, and it will populate like if you're having a weak signal, something like that. So it's giving you a heads up if the quality is dropping is because of your signal. If you have an excellent strength, then obviously you're gonna have the best experience. So we are already reading your signal. Connect is reading your signal.
So they will adjust quality based on your signal?
Yeah, so for example, we're talking about 1K is the default, but you happen to have something, really half of that. So if it's not going to load, okay, it's either going to be sketchy. I'm talking about a regular case. It's going to be either sketchy or it's going to drop. So with OConnect, we designed it in a way to drop the quality, but better than having something, totally unreliable or totally drop. So it's to have something better than zero, if you wish.
Amazing. And as far as the recording, will we have in the first version be able to record?
Yeah, absolutely. It's by default recording everything, storing that, and you can download it. It's by default. It's already recording. You don't have to remember that. You don't have to set it up. Yeah.
Okay.
But you can also stop and record and have multiple files. Yes, you can do that. Awesome. And the storage for the recording doesn't cost. Other platforms, they charge you for storage and for the gigas, you run it out of storage and all of that. So that's already included.
That's a huge thing, because I know the platform we're using right now charges for the storage, ridiculous amount. So that's
you have to make a commitment, mostly annual. Yeah, they'll give you the option there. And that, believe it or not, that is for those who need to record, especially if you're a trainer or coach, or you want to record your sessions, okay? Like the case I mentioned with Daryl Cook. I believe it will be just unfair for those people, just like they will end up paying more for the storage and the hosting in other platforms. But OConnect is definitely a good breath of fresh air for them.
All right. And you said the broadcast for YouTube will not be live at the first version, maybe second. But you can take the recording and put it in.
I'm actually, Peter, I'm trying to say, first and second, it's almost like back to back. Like there's not like going to be that big gap. But, the priority to roll out the stable version right now, people are just hungry to use it and pay for it and go to work, okay? And again, we want to get attention in the market, obviously for the quality of what we have, but then continue to keep it fresh.
Very good.
You don't have, like 15 years of the same thing, or a year of the same thing. What about 300 things happening in 1 year? So it's really not going to stop once we roll it out. Because if I say first version, second version, it sounds like there's a couple of months or more. That's in a typical case outside Onpassive. But there are people working on those. If they don't catch the first release, they're coming after a week or two. Same release, follow-up release. Yeah. So it's over. I mean, by the time you get the hang of what we have and get addicted, before you're not gonna get bored. Okay, then something else is gonna come up. Something else is gonna come up, and of course, more things I didn't talk about the digital avatar. I didn't talk about the translation. I didn't talk about it. Just gonna go on and on and on, and ideas that we chose not to share yet. So why tell the competition or the haters? A volunteerly thing, you'll see it and you're just gonna be impressed. I like that surprise factor to the audience.
Thank you, Mr. Ash. You're always over the
Like to stack the cool. Always. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And I know you're going to go to Arizona, but your heart is in Michigan.
Woohoo! Hear that, Michael? Oh, just kidding. Pete, excellent question. Guys, I'm loving the questions. And I know a lot of you have your hands up. We're going to get to you. But I'm going to put this out straightforward because I'm a straightforward, kind of honest guy. You hear the questions and Ash is answering. He's coming out with fire out of his mouth with these answers, which I love. So please, if we bring you on, have a question ready. Ash already knows you love him. I'm going to say it for everyone. Ash, we love you. We thank you for everything you've done for us. We're forever grateful for you. But we want questions. All right. Julie, you put your hand down. I think you want to be after Pete. So my beautiful sister, Julie, come on. What you got?
Sure. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate you. Hello, Mr.
But if you have an extra hug or extra love, I mean, I know somebody who could use a hug. So I'll tell you there.
Come on.
Hello, Mr. Ash. Hello, everyone. I am so excited and I'm so proud to be part of this company. And I wanted to thank you. I love that you are our CEO, that you are leading this company and what you are doing right now to literally giving the opportunity to the entire world, for all of us here to change, to make a difference in the world. I do have two questions. And the first question is along with what Peter was asking. Sherry Dersaway and I were on the phone the other day, and we wanted to, going back to the recording of the meeting, and we want to search for, let's say we love someone speak. We love the speakers that came on to our meeting. Will we be able to open that recording and search for the name of the individual or the speaker while we are replaying back the recording?
I'm sorry. So are you talking about the recording?
Yes, the recording. Okay, so in OConnect, we know that we can record and we can save the recording. Now, if we were to go back and watch that recording, and we love a certain speaker in that meeting, will we be able to go in and search for their name?
Yeah, it's listed by the date, by the session name. We have a name for the session, so the session. So when you go to previous webinars, you're going to have a schedule webinar or event, and current webinars, and so the previous one you would find. You're going to also find the recordings by dated and titled. And you would have a link or play or download. Absolutely, you have the MP4 download file.
Beautiful. My question was particularly on one session of the recording. Will I be able to go in? Let's say that there are 3 speakers at that time, and I would like to listen to speaker number 2, for example. Nowadays we kind of have to go in and kind of search for that part, that mark. Will we be able to literally search for the name now that we have AI behind? Will we be able to search for the particular name of the speaker?
I don't think currently we have something like that, but it's a brilliant idea, Julie. I think what we can do is we can segment it, or categorize, have different segments, slice it up. We can do that, or forward and just cut the part you want. We can do it. But don't forget the recap part, like I mentioned to you also, we're having a great progress with it. Don't bother first, second, third release. It's all almost in tandem, okay? But it is also coming. We're gonna have AI recap, video, and just text as well, and of course multiple languages. This is a game changer. No joke. You see, if I'm excited, it's for a reason. If I'm fired up, it's for another reason. But I understand there are people probably you don't want to listen to Julie, but don't invite them to your webinars. So you don't have to go through that.
Thank you so much.
Why would you want to invite somebody and you don't want to listen to them?
That's right. I appreciate your answer. I do have a second, the second question is that, sorry, Chris, there's another one coming. How do you envision a founder or a user who wants to use OConnect to help introduce the platform to others? Do you have any tips?
To invite people to OConnect?
Basically, we want to use OConnect. How do you have any tips how we going to introduce it? Is there going to be a simplicity to be able to market that instead of the feature? In addition to the feature.
Well, once people or your attendees, they create a free ecosystem, like just username and password, they would have access to the ecosystem, so they would have other products. You can tell them, take a look at the presentations, the videos, the text for the OConnect, if you like it, bite. Okay. Another way, if I care about somebody, I'll tell them, come on, let's hang out on this new thing, just me and you. And invite them and just give them the host or the co-host panel. They're going to chase you. You're going to be the hunted. Okay. You don't have to add a word. Just let them experience it. The best way is to sample it. Come on, take a look. You can get your own free and give it to them right there. Call to action. Give them the link.
Thank you.
Thank you, Julie. You got any more?
I'm good.
All right. Thank you for the great questions.
Come back if you have more. No worry. You can refill.
Thank you.
Ash is like full of spit and vinegar tonight. I'm loving it. Now this next guy.
That's what barbecue sauce does to me.
I knew you were going to say that. Now this next guy doesn't like barbecue sauce either, but he's also the globe trotter all over. He's also the tallest guy in the inside of the apple. So Charles, a song. Turn on that.
Onpassive. No body shaming.
My man, Chris, I have to say that barbecue sauce and get something. Especially from you.
You tried it? You really tried it?
Not yet. I want to try Chris.
Yeah.
I need to make that one. This is right. But yeah, we just to reiterate my support like everyone else, Ash, we're with you 100%, 10,000%, unshaken, right?
Thank you.
Yeah. And I'm very excited about OConnect. The more I hear the features, the more I'm so excited. I cannot wait to get my hands on them and just play with it, right? Now, I know in the trial version that we had, we can have 17 people on the panel. I know you told us
16 in the now, yeah.
So 17, right? And then
I'm still working.
Okay. The commercial version, you want to it's going to be 25, thereabouts, you know.
Correct.
So it's
5 by 5, yeah.
Right, okay. So now, if we are having a meeting.
That meeting you can have up to 100.
Which is the conference. We call it conference, right? That's up to 100.
Mm-hmm.
So if we're having a webinar, which is 1,000 for this first package that we
up to 125, correct.
Well, now, if somebody in the guest has a question and they raise their hand, are we going to be able to just like bring them up so we can see them like the banner?
Yeah. So you're going to have, that's another question. So in the paid edition now, by default, everybody will not see the list of names. Okay? So there's a little toggle on the top right. Let me try to see if I can show you one.
I think that's over yet.
You see it, okay. So you drag it, it will open, it will expand it, okay? And there's another click that you can see the details. So for your speakers, obviously, because only speakers can talk, okay? On the screen, it will pop. On the screen, on the video, it will pop their hand. You can force hands, all hands lowered, or you can lower somebody's hand. So always the host and co-host can override an action, okay? Because they're in control. You can also mute and hide somebody video. That is probably another week. Okay, they're still working on that feature. So, for example, on your video, there's going to be video and a mic on your video frame. Okay, let's call it the video view of Charles. It's going to have, you can raise your hand. Okay, it will be visible there. You follow me? If you're just a speaker, I can lower your hand if I'm a co-host or a host. You follow me? Okay. But also you have another 2 icons on your name, on your video. Just look at the video right now, okay? Within that rectangle, at the bottom right corner, you have a camera icon and a mic. Say a noise, I see it coming from there, and don't tell me how I know it's you, because it will be looping. It's like a live stream. I know the speaker. So it will highlight the speaker. Very dynamic animated graphic we have. You're going to love it, okay? Then I can, because I know it's there, so it's handy. I can do it from the list, but I can also just tick that screen, mute you. And if it's an improper, somebody, forgot something, whatever, okay? I can force the camera. So now I'm really in charge as a host or co-host. It's more professional. Like if you don't like the attire of somebody, you're having a class and you don't, somebody's improper because something is unacceptable, you could hide their video and their mic right there on the screen. Same thing, lower hand, upper hand, you can do that. They could do that on the screen. Perhaps that goes to the entire list of, you're going to see all of their names and you're going to see all of their flags of countries.